on me.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Within the Den. It's your boy DJ Don, along with everybody else. We got Little Big Joe and Cousin Mark in the building.
What up, though?
What's going down,
We
family?
wasn't expecting this terrible game, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Let's get into it.
the secondary, man. The secondary is, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the Lions' downfall. I told y'all, man, the deeper they get to the season, the better, you know what I'm saying, the competition is going to be, man. They got a mark on their back right now, bro. And everybody is testing them. And they getting tested pretty good right now, man. Even the teams that don't have a good record is going to bring their A game against the Lions, especially when you consider, you know what I'm saying, like a Super Bowl contender. Every team want to try you out, man, to see what you're about. And right now, man, that secondary is just not getting it for the Lions, man. They're being picked apart right now.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, I had to agree with you. I thought they was getting better because the first half, I mean, they was playing bad in the first quarter, but the second quarter they picked it up, and that after that it just went downhill after that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even show up they stayed in the locker room at halftime. They didn't even come out on the field.
Yeah, bro.
They didn't produce anything. They didn't produce
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And
Go
ahead, Matt.
I think that they got some issues on the offense, though. Because, he just said, secondary. We knew, that they had some issues on defense. But
Yeah.
when you look at that offense today, that offense looked like a D2 college team.
Right. Right.
Man, Goff, man, he was being rushed a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of those reads I thought that Goff read wrong, which caused, that one pick and also a couple of close, calls that, that could have been picked. So I don't know what was going on with him today. And also, too, Mr. Reliable, man, St. Brown dropped 3 passes in a row, man. I couldn't believe it. Where was his head at, though? But I just see that the offense, just wasn't clicking. Like Cousin Little said, before, though, like, hey, offense got to keep up with the defense, and kind of like vice versa. Neither one did anything today, in my opinion.
I hear that.
So
That's right.
I pretty much think the D line played pretty good today, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the D line had a pretty good game, right? It's just that, see, once you get past that D line, you know what I'm saying, then what you get at linebacker, right? Then once you get past the linebackers, what you get in that secondary. It's like I said, man, I'm gonna keep saying this until they listen, right? You gotta have if you don't have good linebackers, you gotta have a good strong safety, bro. You feel me? Somebody that can cover and somebody that can hit, like, so like a Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed, says somebody like that. So, and that's what, you feel me though? That's what's going to be their Achilles heel, bro, because they can't cover, you know what I mean? And then every now and then, they fuck up tackles. You feel me? Stop trying to hit the person to create a fumble and make the tackle.
Right.
I agree.
Now, I can say, though, in the secondary, when it came time to tackle this game, I saw some pretty nice open field tackles, that I thought, that were better than what they had been showing, in the past few weeks or whatnot, though. But still in all, secondary is, soft. We know that. Linebacker, core that we have, we always, at least I always thought that they was kind of suspect. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you got the offense not really playing well, not really clicking for some reason. And this is a team that was like, kind of like top of the league, man, as far as offense.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Now see this for Magic right here, right? Tell me, man, give me your honest opinion, man. How did you feel about Goff going forward with the Lions? How you feel about that, man?
It's a toss up right now.
I see the Big Johnson.
it's
Yeah.
a toss up right now because he's not playing consistent football.
Yeah.
He's not the Goff that he was in the beginning of the season or at the end of the last season.
Right.
Wow.
And-
He's talking about 200 million. Shit.
Hey man, that's the going rate for a decent quarterback these days.
But right
I'm
now,
gonna just add this. You know, we all know his time in Detroit is probably coming to an end because
Oh yeah.
unless some things change, like next week,
Right.
I don't see Goff being our quarterback in the future.
Me neither.
I honestly, I want to put today's loss kind of on Goff, but
Yeah.
it was a team loss because the defense wasn't holding up their end of the deal, and the offense couldn't produce anything.
True.
So Hendon Hooker has been activated.
Yeah.
So that that showed me something. That kind of made me think like, okay, well maybe Goff time is a little up, and maybe they just want to, maybe they want, because the season almost up. It's kind of it is what it is at this point, and so. Maybe they want to see how Hendon Hooker does, in a game time situation, see how he handles the situation. Because, we really hadn't seen them. We hadn't seen them, in regular season. We seen them a little bit in, preseason, but we hadn't seen them in regular season. So, I like to see what that looked like.
I mean, I wouldn't mind like to see, either, but I don't think you're going to get, like the Jordan Love effect. You ain't about to get that. You know what I mean? So you might as well just rat it out with Goff until you can get you a better starting quarterback.
Yeah, I wouldn't say pull Goff out now.
Yeah,
because that's almost like restarting for me. I wouldn't.
It
say
is. That's
But-
rebuilding.
You know what I'm saying? For the future, definitely Hooker. I'm excited for that. And we all knew, when they drafted him, we all knew what was going on anyway. I don't really think they had plans on trying to keep Goff unless he was going to be, reasonable as far as with the money.
Right,
Well, see,
right.
but my thing is, okay, like after this season is over with, right? Go ahead and throw Hindu in there. At the beginning of the season, from the very start of preseason. You feel me? Announce him as your starting quarterback, and let's see what you get with that. Because if you're the Lions, man, what do you have to lose, bro? You don't have nothing to lose, right? You drafted this, this kid for a reason. Don't do him like Green Bay did with the Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love effect. You know what I'm saying? Put this boy in there now and let him see what he can do, whether he win or lose. Because, like I said, you the Lions, you don't have nothing to lose.
But I think that's good that you get a few years under a veteran quarterback. That way you can, you're not being thrown to the wolves. Look at what's his name? And I can't think of he was drafted number 1 last year. He went to Carolina, the Panthers. What's his name? What's the QB?
Yeah. Lance trade. No. Yeah, but him. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at them. They only won 1 game the whole season. They just threw him into the pack of wolves, and he trying to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he had been a backup, to a veteran quarterback where he can kind of learn, NFL and college is 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? That's something you to kind of get your feet wet and get the water warm because you're jumping into some cold water right now.
Dig that.
But see, but by the time the season started again, he will already have a year up under his belt.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
I would say 2 years to be comfortable.
If he was backing up a future Hall of Famer, bet it up 2 years. He ain't backing up no future Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying a Hall of Famer. I just said a veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying. But it's different levels to veteran quarterbacks as well. Even the ones that's not considered Hall of Famers, right?
Yeah.
And Goff is not really, one of those quarterbacks where if you take him out, you really gonna miss something. Because to be honest with you, I think Hooker probably would have won this game today. Cause I'm looking at the passes that Goff threw, bro. He threw some shitty ass passes, man, like behind the receiver, over the receiver, too low for the receiver to get down the ground and scoop it up. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing passes like a rookie. I mean, so what do you honestly, really, what you have to do, because that running game is so strong, bro. You understand? And that D line is so powerful. That's what's gonna keep you in the game. You understand what I'm saying? So you just throw them in there, man, and see what you get.
Dude,
That's what I say too.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think it's time for him yet. I would say I'll give him another year behind Goff. You might as well use Goff out there while we got him. And when his time is up, when it's time to put Hooker in, it's time to put him in.
yeah, golf time's up.
Yeah, Joe. I feel you. I feel you, man. You feel me? I think he had enough time to prove whatever that, you know what I'm saying, that they thought that he can prove. Okay, now this man showed you that he didn't gave you, in my opinion, watching him play, he gave the Lions everything that he had. You feel me? At this point, he's a backup quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Goff is really not a starter right now, man. You know, he can go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and back up, you know what I'm saying, a Hall of Famer right now and hold it down until the Hall of Famer come back off an injury. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying, remember like how back in the day when the Giants had Phil Simms and Jeff Hostetler, you know what I'm saying, how Phil Simms got hurt, Jeff Hostetler held it down, took them all the way, you know what I'm saying, to the NFC Championship game. Phil Simms came back and they won that Super Bowl. See, that's the kind of backup quarterback that Goff can be for a good team that's contended that already got a good quarterback. He can be that type of backup. But for him to be just a starter for a so-called Super Bowl contender, his time has already passed on that part.
I don't know. I can't really agree with all of that. I can't. You know, I ain't. You know, I'm not. I'm kind of defending Goff again. I'm not, because he's playing terrible. But
yeah,
I don't think he's no backup. Now, that's a bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that.
He wouldn't be no backup.
You know what?
He's trying to bust up.
Well, Don, plead your case, man. You say plead your case, because you know you say he's not a backup quarterback, and I ain't saying that he is, but he is playing really bad right now.
Yes, he's been playing really bad, but I mean, you get guys like that. That you know, they ain't Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. You only get a few of those guys. Look at your Joe Burrows and all. They don't have good games all the time. Goff is what this season. When the corners start turning for Goff? The past 3 games?
Oh, yeah, about 3 or 4.
About the last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah,
Look at the beginning of this year and the end of last year. That stretch he took where he was playing all good games.
I got you.
No backup is doing that. Besides, Brock Purdy, but that's a different situation.
Well, saying you mentioned saying his, how he started off early, and the last 3 or 4 games, right, was a little bit of a fall off, right? Mm-hmm. So, in my opinion, that's the real Goff. See, I'm peeping out how he doing now compared to what he was doing when he was with the Rams. Why do you think they got rid of him? So who gonna trade a quarterback for another quarterback that's considered, that was on his way out, that was considered on his way out, right? So if Goff was that guy with the Rams, do you actually think that coach was gonna trade that guy? You know what I'm saying? If he was that guy, he's not that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He, like I said, he's a quarterback that can come in, and give you, like a half of a season. He gonna play great for half a season, and then after that, what is he gonna prove to you? I seen this from him for a couple of years, bro. So I really didn't get overexcited when they traded Matthew Stafford for this guy.
Yeah, nobody did. Nobody
so you know what I mean. So if you replacing a quarterback like that, when you replacing a future Hall of Famer, bro, you gotta be good.
Gotcha.
I don't care what team, what situation. If you replacing a future Hall of Famer, you better be good.
You talking about Matthew Stafford?
Yeah. Well, you don't think he's not? Whoa, come on.
I don't think so, but I think Matthew might have been a bit better.
I think Matthew Stafford is.
Matthew Stafford winning that Super Bowl, just got him into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree.
Just got him in.
Yeah.
I don't think Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I'm gonna tell you something though, man. If you really look at his stats,
hey man, I'm telling you,
he there, and because he won that Super Bowl, that was really the icing on the cake for him. So I give it to Cuz on that one. That
man.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you look at all, saying the Lions passing records. Who name you gonna see? You know what I'm saying up there, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I mean? So I mean, he just really proved that the Lions made a mistake getting rid of him. I tell you what, God, I tell you this.
No, because I ain't even get a chance to speak yet. I'm not disagreeing because y'all don't even know really why I was laughing. I was laughing at Big Joe first off because he was Matthew Stafford's number one enemy. First off, he can't stand Matthew Stafford. Yeah. And if I recall an episode of the Big and Little show when we got up out of there and all the talk that was going on then, that's why I was laughing.
Right. A lot, but you know what though? A lot of Detroit fans really kind of turned their back on Stafford, man. But I was always that one guy that stayed true to Stafford because I watched him play in college. I knew this guy was another like a mini Dan Marino. I knew what he can do. He just ended up with the whole damn team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my only thing with Stafford, the only argument that I had where he was too, I don't want to say greedy. He was kind of too greedy. You know what I mean? Like he would take chances that, all right, I feel like you shouldn't have took that chance to where, like, he get all them interceptions.
Hey man, but that's what the greats do, man. Look at Brett Favre. Brett Favre got so many damn interceptions, but damn, when he was hot, man, it was nobody better. You know what I'm saying? And Matthew Stafford he the same way.
Yeah.
You know, so hey man, you know what I'm saying, man, we got to get another quarterback, man. Once the Lions can do that, you know what I'm saying, and solidify that secondary, man. The Lions gonna be hard to beat because that Hutchinson boy.
He can't.
Boy,
we got a comment here from Justin Smith, and this kind of go off of, I'm assuming it's going off of golf, that he can't play in the cold, which I agree on, because every time we play in the cold, man, he don't have a good game when he playing in the cold at all.
Can't play in the warm either.
He played a little bit better in the arena, but yeah, when you take him out
he
the cold,
still losing. He was still getting interceptions in the arena, so I don't know.
He bad in the cold.
Is
he bad in the cold? If you look up all them outside cold games, he bad in the cold. Except for in Green Bay, that Green Bay game they had last year in the cold. You know what I'm saying? He had a good game, but yeah, golf don't play good in the cold. I had to agree with that.
Yeah, you know this division, man. They don't call us the black and blue division for nothing, bro. You feel me? You gonna play in some cold ass weather, man. Whether you in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, you gonna play in some damn cold weather, man. So you right though, Don, man. He really don't perform that well when they get cold. I ain't mad at him though, because I don't know if my black ass could perform that well.
You did.
I mean, but you know what though? Any condition though, I guess, man, dudes just got to be ready. You know what I mean? And I guess, you know, nothing can be held as an excuse. You know, even the cold. You know, it's for in the dome. You know, that's good though. But you know, you know, when you like, what if you got to go to Buffalo? You know, the Green.
Boy, stop playing.
New England.
Yeah, you feel me?
All of these
places, you know what I'm saying. So, you know what really bothered me? What's really been bothering me about the Lions lately, man, is they kick return game. Their kick return game is kind of garbage once you really just stop and look at it. Right, because my man don't really get a lot of return yards. You feel me? I mean, he get like 10, 15. He not busting for 25 and 30. You know what I mean? So that too can be, you know what I'm saying, like a disadvantage to your team, because if you're not getting good feel, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying,
right?
You know what I'm saying, position off that kick return. You ain't getting that, bro. That's really gonna make, you know, send the quarterback in the office have to work a little bit more harder.
Well, maybe it could be too, you know, the blocking that he's getting, you know, with the you know, special teams. Maybe, you know, that do with it because it ain't like cats ain't got speed. I know they had my man Reynolds, doing punt return, and we know he got a little speed. So
yeah, but it's more. Saying that return game was more than just speed because you got to be able to read. How the coverage is reacting. You know what I'm saying? Like we need like a Devin Hester or somebody like that, man. They could just blow some niggas out the water. You know what I mean?
Who's back to return?
I don't even know the guy's name.
Well, I know they've been having Reynolds, the receiver.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they've been switching off. Yeah,
they've been switching off though. But
man, we need one consistent person that's known for that. Somebody that's scared. You know what I'm saying? That's scared of that defense. You know what I'm saying? Remember when we had Mel Gray, man? You always knew if Mel Gray got through that one hole, it was over. He taking that boy back 80, 85 yards. You know what I'm saying?
To the house.
So we need somebody like that, man, that just scare the opposite team.
What you think about Jahmyr Gibbs doing punt return?
I think that'd be a damn good either one of those running backs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, J-Mo. One of them.
I love them running backs, man. I love our running backs, man. They the highlight of the offense, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
1-2 punch, with Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, though. It can keep a defense, tight. It can keep a defense on their heels.
Hey, shout out to Justin Smith though, man. He throw, he throwing them comments up on the screen, man. I appreciate that, brother. And you're right. Devin Hester was the man, man. You feel me? He was one of the greatest, bro. See, we need somebody like that, like somebody always, so we gotta have somebody that make the team want to kick the ball out of bounds. Right. You know what I'm saying? And give us good field position. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We want to kick out of bounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We had somebody like that, man. The Lions really be, out cold, man. But once again, we got to switch up on the quarterback, bro. It's that time. We don't want to take like 3 or 4 steps backwards.
All right, so let's get into this game we got next week. We got the Broncos coming to town next week. Broncos right now they 6-6, so that's one of them sleeper teams where Detroit gonna have to get their act together, or next thing you know they're gonna be 9-5.
Well, see, now here's the thing about that game, right? They possibly gonna be 9-5, and let me tell you why. The quarterback is playing better. The coach has coached that team up, bro. All right, this ain't the same Denver from last year. That coach got them boys balling now, man. Like I said, man, and Russell got his swag back. He got his confidence back. He playing like the Russell back from the Seattle days, man. So that ain't gonna be no easy game, bro.
I agree, cuz. I agree. Well, I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Russell got his confidence back. He hadn't been playing that great. Started the season.
Who is this Justin Smith?
And he been getting like a lot of bad press. Especially like kind of like him and his coach. Going back and forth a little bit, really not getting whatever. And now that he got a few games up under his belt where he's been playing good. Like I said, he got his confidence back.
Right.
I think it's going to be a pretty tough game. Not saying that they won't win. I believe that they will win, but I don't think that it'll be easy.
Yeah.
Well, remember Don.
I'm going to say the same thing. That's going to be a dogfight because they didn't switch it up mid-season. Well, not even mid-season. They switched it up early because I think they on a winning streak, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
that's going to be a dogfight. I do see the Lions pulling that one out because we are at home, so we got a little bit of advantage. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be an easy win at all.
But lately ain't nothing been no easy win.
Right?
They've been losing against teams they should have won.
Yeah, exactly. So, now, Don, you remember about 2 weeks ago when I was like, also as the season go, game's gonna come down to coaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Denver coach, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woo, this brother right here, he's a coach. Yeah. All right, X's and O's to the T.
Yep.
Right, you know what I mean? So saying Dan Campbell, and his staff really gonna have to be on their P's and Q's, bro, because Denver is a very highly coached team, bro.
And you know what? Speaking of coaching, I just had a question for you all. What do you think about the coaching today? And what I'm getting at is this. You know, our team is known to go for like fourth downs like crazy. And
I was thinking that earlier, yeah.
You see today, man, we went on fourth down a couple of times. We did not get the fourth down, and that calls for points on the other end. And so when it comes to the coaching, how do y'all feel? I mean, now don't get me wrong. I understand the aggressive attack, you know, sometimes. But I'm starting to feel that sometimes we should pump our brake when it comes to fourth down and try to do what's safe. If it means punting the ball or just going for the 3 points, you know, kicking the field goal, do that. You know, start to do.
Yeah, but you got to get past the 50.
I would say this. It really just depends on, you know, play by play, you know, drive by drive, if you should go for it on fourth down. Now, some of those, you know, you do raise a question mark is, you know, maybe we shouldn't have went for it. Like, I think they elected to go for the fourth down and missed it instead of kicking the 3-point field goal, and it was right there. Yeah. Like, chances like that, I would have naturally just go for the points, because them points is going to help you at the end. The fourth downs may not help you at the end because, okay, so you get scooped again. The 3 points is pretty much guaranteed. So take them 3 points. You still live to fight another day. There's no turnover on downs. There's no harm in out of that. Now, towards the end of that game, they had no choice. They had to go for it on fourth down because they dug themselves into a hole, and they had no choice. They had to go for it on fourth down to try to get something going, which they never did.
Yeah, and you know what? I would add to that, Don, man. You know, so I agree with everything that you said, because you know what I'm saying, you can't keep trying your luck but going on fourth down all the time, man. Take the easy 3 points, bro. You feel me? Take the 3 points, because, like I said, once you get deeper in the season, once the playoffs start, you're not going to be able to get away with all that stuff, man. The team's already game planning for y'all right now, you know what I'm saying, about that shit. They already know that the Lions going to go for on fourth down, right? And then when if you do that against a good team and you don't make that first down, you get that great offense, you know, so a chance to go down and score on your team real quick. Now you dug yourself a deeper hole.
Absolutely, cuz. Absolutely.
So, yeah, man.
That what?
What you think?
What I
Big
think?
boy? Yeah.
I don't think nothing.
You think they going for it on fourth down too much? You agree with it? You want to see changes?
Because the bottom line is this: that going for it on fourth down is done. That's tired now.
Yeah.
So that's go out. You understand?
Especially if you're not producing.
I agree with that. Go for the 3 points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you pass the 50, that's the problem. Get past the 50 first before you start all that crap.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with punting, man. That's why punting is invented. That's why it's a part of the game. Punt the damn ball. You got a good enough D line, man, to where you can hold somebody down for a minute. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Just punt the ball, man. Now, let me say this real quick. Now, if you're in a situation to where it's a close game and you get a chance to pull this game off, then you go for it.
Right. That's why I said it kind of depends on play-by-play basis, because if you in that position, you need to go for it. You know, I'm not saying don't do away with the going on fourth down period, because you know that's how we've been doing things lately. And you know, early in the year it was successful, but now, you know, they're putting themselves. Only reason I feel like it's really not working is because they're putting themselves in positions where if it fails, it's hurting them really bad. Right. Now, if they wasn't in them positions where they're ahead, you know what? Gamble for it. Go for it. Do what you got to do. But they're not in the position to be doing that.
You're right, man. You absolutely right, cuz. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Like cuz said, you know what I'm saying? You got to pick and choose your moments. You know what I'm saying, when you do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, sometimes going for on fourth down in somebody else's hometown, that could break, that could break the crowd back. You feel me? That silence the crowd, man. And then they get your team even more apt to where, they want to go do some more miracle type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here, I do want to mention the little game of the week. Philly at Dallas.
That's on the 8th.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. But I'm gonna tell you, man. Dallas still ain't ready, in my opinion. I'm riding with Philly. That young quarterback is a motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying? That defense is ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, any place. And I'm riding, man. I'm riding with Philly.
Okay, Mark, who you got?
You know what? I'm gonna concur with Cuz. You know what I mean? I like Hurts. You know what I mean? I like their defense.
Yeah, you can't help it. Shit.
You know what I mean? Hey, it's almost obvious to me though, but yeah, Philly.
Yeah.
To me, Dallas is kind of like the Lions.
Yeah.
Unpredictable.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I will too go with the Eagles all day.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with all y'all because I can't stand Dallas anyway. So anybody that know me, y'all know I ain't picking Dallas.
Right.
Look, Dallas could be playing Carolina Panthers. I'm picking the Panthers over Dallas. I can't stand Dallas. So I'm going with Philly off rip.
There you go, man.
I feel like they're the better team anyway. Honestly,
yeah.
Just, bias aside, I do feel like they're a better team than Dallas.
Yeah.
And Dallas is one of those teams that's unpredictable. You never know what you're gonna get. They have been pretty consistent so far this year. But that don't mean nothing. It's still Dallas.
Right, that's facts. That's facts, man. You know what I'm saying? So issue man.
People think about the Lions. They
Right.
the Lions.
Hey, man, that's been their MO for so long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the difference. The Lions ain't America's team.
Yeah, that's true.
True that.
Detroit team, right?
True that.
Michigan team.
We always get hated on. That ain't nothing new. So even if they had won today and they had let's just say the Lions was 10-2 with Philly, they tied with Philly or something like that. We still was gonna be hated on regardless, even if we was doing everything right.
That's true.
That's the Detroit way. We ain't nothing. We used to it. We used to
it, man. You know what I'm saying? From the Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons, man, you named it, man. They ate all our days, bro.
We ain't even about to talk about the Pistons. They don't get no love on this program. Right. They got to win at least 3 games to get on here. They ain't even.
We ain't gonna get it no press, huh?
Hey, but they about to break a record though. They about to break a record. Speaking of,
they already broke.
It ain't a record we want to hear, but they about to break a record.
They about to make that. Hey, they better make that number 1 pick count. They better make that number 1 pick count this year.
We need to get rid of that GM. But that's a whole other discussion.
They probably get number 1 pick.
Yeah. Huh?
They probably gonna get number 1 pick too, cuz.
Oh yeah, man, what they playing.
See, but that's the thing. They'll get it, but then the GM is gonna screw that up too. So
that's what you don't want, bro. Man, we're gonna have to have this conversation. We gotta have that conversation too, man, about about the Pistons situation, bro. Because I am kind of disappointed with them this year so far, man. Because they dropped off from last year. You like, man, what the? You know what I'm saying?
That's the funniest thing.
Bro, to me, I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, man, they on their way up. They got some good young talent. We got a better coach and shit, man. They just did a complete 360. So, yeah, man, we need to get off into that one, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have something down the line. Y'all be on the lookout for that because we're going to have to definitely talk about some Pistons on here.
Yeah, buddy.
We had to start another show, and maybe that'll help them.
Right.
The Tigers going to be better than the Pistons.
Y'all got some final words before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, you know what? My final words is this. We're not going to get too rattled right now. We're going to go back to basics, clean up what we need to. Hopefully we can get this win. If not, if we play anything like we played today, then hey, look, we're going to chalk it up, for another loss, though. But hopefully, though, we can get the win.
Hey, but check this out. But they got Minnesota coming up. I think they threw with Chicago.
Yeah,
so you got Minnesota coming up and Denver. Ain't looking good.
You don't think so?
It ain't look good.
Cuz said it ain't looking good.
Well, my final thoughts would be that, you know what I'm saying, that the Lions, you know what I'm saying, I'm keep saying it, tighten up their secondary, but I'm going to make an early prediction right here, right now, right? I'm going to say that the Lions slip a little bit in rankings, you know what I'm saying, and they're going to make the playoffs and get knocked out in the first round. That's my prediction.
That's a good prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, we got to get it together, man, game by game, because you know it's coming down to the finish line, and they running out of breath right now. So
Yeah.
together.
They drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drunk.
Yeah, they definitely running out of air right now, and this is
Hey,
a
I
little
hope they
concerning.
fired the Titanic.
You said he hoped
They already been that deep. Hey, they already been that deep. They were 0-16.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, they going deeper. Right now, it's looking ugly.
Yeah.
It's looking
I
real
think,
ugly.
but we do got some issues that we got to address though. So hopefully they do that.
Yeah, it's looking bad. I wouldn't say quite ugly just yet, you know, because we've seen way worse than what we're looking at now.
Yeah, it's been worse.
Right now, we just got to stay afloat.
That's right.
They like dope though, man. They get you up high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They bring you down low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey man, look
Get
at
your mouth all ready. Get your mouth all ready for some orange juice.
Yeah, man.
It ain't the orange juice.
So that's all we got for today's show. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we got a Lions win over the Broncos. We'll see. But make sure y'all subscribe to Jungle Juice Sports and make sure y'all check us out right here within the Den after every single Lions game. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube and on Facebook Live after every Lions game. All right, we up out of here.
Peace.
Go Red Wings.
Peace.